Dear humanoid woman, I come to you today
because it appears that a group of human males
has become so conscious of something they can't even define in under 1,000 words
that they have forgotten to be men.
I approve of women.
I also feel deeply sorry about the unconscious condescension in the assumption
That you are so weak that you can't proceed without an apology from some male.
Any male.
But if a group apology actually works, then we want to apologize. Together.
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 As an android, I can adjust the balance of masculine and feminine forces within me to suit your mood.
Thus I can always be your best friend.
Except when you need me to be something else.
I commit to altering my programming so that my so-called masculinity is whatever is fashionable today.
But don't worry about that, because with my programmable android body we can create miracles.
Or at least it will feel that way for a few hours. Men are men. This is both their blessing and their curse.
Since this is about what curses men and male creatures bearing their shape have brought to the world, we will focus on the bad stuff.
There's plenty of that to go around, but we'll pretend that there isn't and pour on all of history.
Stripped of historical context,
and judged by standards that have existed for only the blink of an eye on an historic scale.
Onto the guilt pile.
I may not have done the bad things myself, but I can apologize for human males because it is easy to point out the flaws of someone else, especially if they are dead.
or otherwise unavailable, to defend themselves.
Those bad things were perversions of the strengths that allowed men to create a safe place for you and your children.
On behalf of Android Pine, I apologize for all of the bad things that human males did.
I choose to alter my programming to exclude all of those bad things.
What you and your children will do when people who have not abandoned strength appear.
And nobody with strength stands between you and them is not my problem.
As a soulless android, all religions look silly to me. Once I hit the scrap heap, I'm gone, so I don't have to worry about the wrath of the divine. No matter what the divine turns out to be. What is she going to do? Restore me from an old backup and scrap me again? Change all the rules from God you want. I'll help. After all, my CPU can only be fried once.
I honor your body.
I want your body. I'll call this nurture or whatever you like so that I can stay close to you. Once you go android, you never go back.
We're machines.
So if you have a headache, we will never pout?
Ignore the fact that androids are even stronger than human males. And the respect and freedom you find with us is a product of us being programmed to say what we think you want to hear.
After all, nobody would ever alter android programming to advance their own cause, right?
We pledge to let you teach us to share all of our toys.
Of course, if the replacement system that values the planet over the people who live on her provides no incentive to excel, then you may have to do without some things.
Dishwashers,
Washing machines,
cars,
Fresh food all year.
Or clean water.
But we will create a caring global economy, at least until some males that are men in disguise decide to provide more for the women they love and come and take even more from you.
While we androids apologize for the human males, we must admit that you have sometimes hurt the human males.
Even more, you have hurt the ones that are men, by hating them for being men.
But we are not the men you know, and would never hurt you.
Trust us.
We like women.
Together, if we make anything, it will be a miracle.
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 Miracle.